All right, so you can see now that from this image right here, I have rendered the kitchen that I made in the last tutorial, the wall of cabinets, the wall that has the cooktop or the range inside of it. And if you look, we still have our island in the middle that's just floating there. And this is what I want to do. I want to create an island. My countertop is 4 feet wide. My cabinets are 2 feet wide. So if I only put cabinets on this side, that allows me to have a seating area on the other side. And I'd like to do that. So let's go over, take a look at our floor plan. And the question is, well, which side would I like people to sit at in order to, I call that the breakfast bar. Which side would it be? And it could be either side, but I'm gonna say that the family of this house will be sitting on this side to eat. Now, you could argue that this is a better side, and I wouldn't say that was wrong. But for purposes of the demonstration, I have to pick a side where the cabinets go and where the seating area is going to be, in the eating area. So I'm going to say that this is where the cabinets go. So I have this, there's my, I've selected my base cabinet, so I can grab that and just drag it over here for now. And then I want to make sure that I am looking in the correct direction. So I want to see the face of those cabinets. So I'll right click and just flip the section and then go to that view. So now it's showing me, this is a good time to describe the range of the view of the section. So when I click on the section right now, the range of what Revit's going to show me is all the way back to this dashed line. Of course, this wall will block anything beyond there, but I'm getting confused because I can see the cabinets back here as well. So what I'm going to do is just change that depth of field or depth of range back to here, so that I can't see these in the background any longer. And this will make sense when we go back to that section. So now you can see that I can only see that. So this is my island. Let's say that I will align this cabinet to the face, this edge right here, and let's see what happens. Okay, and then I can, let's try mirroring that, because I know I want the hinge to be there. So let's mirror that about this. That looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to hold the control key down. I'm going to grab both of those and copy that from here over to here. And then I have that gap in the middle. Let's go back to the floor plan and see what else I can grab down below. Let's grab this guy and hold the control key down and grab this guy. And let's copy that from there over to here. And go back and look at that section view again. So now I have those. And let's say I want to put, I want this to align to here. And let's say I want to mirror this guy and align it to here. Is this the one? Yep. And then I'm going to make one big cabinet in the middle here that is like this, but it spans that distance. So let's measure what that distance is from here to here. 2 feet. So I'm just going to make this cabinet 2 feet wide. I think I have a 2 feet cabinet of that. Yes, I do. Okay, then I will align that from here to here. And now I have my island in the center, but the cabinets are in the wrong spot still, right? But I still have them lined up correctly. So let's go back to the first floor and say, all right, let's align to the face of here. It's going to be multiple alignments. So everything I select, and I'm not going to select the face, I'll just select the inside face of the drawer pulls, the drawers. That may be correct, it may not, but it works. Okay, so now they all align. Let's go back to our 3D view. I might have forgot to do that if I hadn't paid attention to the 3D view. So now I have my island in there, and my kitchen's starting to look pretty good. I've got all of the cabinets that I want over here. I've got my island in the middle. People will sit on this side and eat, and then this side will be for cooking. And the refrigerator's over here. And this I don't like. So I'm going to go back to the first floor plan. And I was looking at this and I go, this is just a bad space right here. So what I'm going to do is, let's grab this countertop and drag it back. Let's not, because what just happened, so I'm going to do the undo. What just happened is when I drag that back, it changed my opening for my sink. So rather than drag it back, I will edit it in place and click on it and edit the extrusion and change that line so that it comes across flush with the face of the refrigerator. And fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. And I want to delete this magenta line because I don't want my countertop to go any farther than that. So delete and say okay. And so now you can see my new countertop. And by editing the profile of it, rather than just dragging it up, I kept my opening for my sink where I wanted it to be. And I like that. And what do I not like? Well, these upper cabinets are not good. I'll accept that. And now this upper cabinet is not good. I'm going to delete that. And what I want to do, which some people would say is you're creating bad space, but create similar. I'm going to put a wall across here and down here. And unfortunately, I said to draw the wall by the center line, which I don't want to do, but I can fix that real easy by simply aligning this wall here and this wall. I'll just drag it over and then align it back in the other direction next to the refrigerator like that. And then I want to do this. So now in my pantry, I'm going to have shelves on this side and this side. But now in my pantry, I'm going to have some shelves that are 3 feet deep. So if I have some really deep cooking utensils or something, I'll be able to put them in there. So if we go back and take a look at the camera view, I'll take another picture now this way. You can see that there's a jog here, so the refrigerators fit nicely in there, and then I have a wall here now. But I want to go back and take a look at my first floor, and then now I want to flip this view again. So I right-click on it and I say flip section, and then I say go to view. And now I can see that my cabinets don't quite work on the top there. So let's just put one in. So I think these are doubles, or are these? Yeah, those are doubles. So I'm going to come over here and just grab one, and I'll just copy it over to here. Yeah, okay. So let's try. Let's see. Let's copy this. It's not letting me copy it over because this wall, I think, because this wall is the host for this cabinet and this is a different wall. But now I can do the match properties. Match properties, I want it to be one of the singles, and then I'll just click on that and it'll make it a single. And let's go back to the first floor, and I'm going to move my section line so that you can actually see what I'm doing, because the section line's cutting through the refrigerator. And so you can't quite see what I'm doing. So I'll go back to the view, and now this is what I want. So I'm going to align these two. What distance do I want that to be? So I'll just measure it. I want it to be from here to there. It's 14 inches. It's not a multiple of 3 inches, but let's edit it. And let me just double check that what I said was true for the distance. From here to here, it's 14 inches, yeah. So I'm going to make this cabinet 14 inches. Let's see if we have a 14-inch cabinet available. No, we have 15, but I want a 14. So I'll come back here and I'll just say edit the type, duplicate it. I'm going to have a 14-inch cabinet, and I'll change the width of that cabinet to 14 inches and say okay. And now that cabinet's 14 inches wide. I'll align this and this, and I like that. So let's go back to the 3D view now and see what we have. Oh yeah, that's much better. Because that space, let's see, that space, I had an upper cabinet in there. It wouldn't be possible to open that upper cabinet. And so I think that this might be a better solution. And if you wanted to leave it the other way in your project, or if this were your project and you wanted to leave it the other way, that would be fine. But I'm going to change it like that. And so now there's a little jog in this room. And so now here's the rendering showing the changes that I made. I have my base cabinets here, which will hold up the countertop. I'm going to put chairs underneath here, which allow people to sit here. And I call that the breakfast bar. And it shows the jog in the wall here. So now the cabinets go up to that wall, and they don't go beyond the refrigerator edge. And the base cabinets stop at that wall as well, as so does the countertop. And so that's our, I think, third kitchen tutorial with respect to putting in cabinets. And it shows that it's pretty easy to do. And it has a nice result.